Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on the Nation View. In today's video, people tell their experience, understanding, and view of the new T app.
The dumbest thing about the T app and this whole entire situation going on with it is, even besides the fact that it's obviously very strange for people to be doing this in the first place, is in general, when people are leaving reviews for things, especially for dating partners, they're not going to have anything positive to say. Do you really think a girl who had a great experience with a guy is going to post him and say, oh my God, treated really well, great in bed, did this? No, they're not going to, they don't want you to know that. They don't want other women to go and then know that about this. They would keep that a secret because they don't want that guy to get taken. So the only time you're going to be on this app when people are like, oh, share the tea, let me know about this guy, it's going to be girls who are butthurt from the fact that they are not currently with this individual. So they're going to take very small situations and then play it up. Think logically. Every time I've ever left a review on a restaurant, most of the time it was because I had something negative to say. I'm not going out of my way, unless I'm getting a discount of some kind, to go and write a review. Going and asking previous partners, what do you have to say about this guy that I'm dating? Do you really expect to get, nice guy, oh my God, you're such a lucky person, I wish I was you? No, you're gonna get, he's evil, he's terrible, oh my God, he did this. So besides the fact that it's just weird, just overall, what is your goal? Did you really expect you're gonna get positive feedback on that app? That's just my opinion, but hey, what do you think?
They don't want us talking to each other, ladies. If I've learned anything from this T app debacle, and it's something I've always known, is that the greatest tool of the patriarchy is that women are taught to compete with each other. They've convinced women that we are competition with one another as opposed to each other's greatest allies. They win as long as we continue to fight amongst each other and not fight against them. So when we come together, whether it's, a Facebook group or an app like the T app, and we work together to keep each other safe, they lose, and they know it. And that's why they scramble, because they know they don't treat women well. But they benefit from us competing with each other and not talking to each other, because then we don't inform each other. And when we do finally inform each other, they get fucking scared. So take this lesson. They don't want us working together. They don't want us banding together because they're scared of the power we have when we do. So keep fucking doing it.
Brown boys are about to get fucking cooked by this T app. If you guys don't know, the T app is basically a place where you can leave Yelp reviews for people that you've talked to, dated, had a situationship with. You could basically list if they're a red flag or a green flag. Yeah, you guys are done. I actually asked my homegirl to check if I was on there. I was not, thankfully, but my friend was. Now, I'm obviously not going to state what was said about him, but just know this, whatever was said about him could be applied to a lot of you guys. This shit cannot be illegal in any way. Imagine getting put on the internet without your consent just because you ghosted someone. Have I been guilty of ghosting people? Yeah, I'm human. But I can say this, I've been ghosted more times than I've ghosted other people. So does that give me the right to put somebody on the internet and leave a fucking review on them? No, but I'm just giving you guys a heads up. Ask your homegirl, ask your mom, ask your sister to go on that app to see if you're on there. Because a lot of you guys are already getting exposed.
I just want to come on here to kind of address something that I know many of you guys probably already know about. There's this app that's trending. It's called the T app. And the whole point of this app is to post a guy that you're talking to or post people that you're trying to get to know with pure intentions to know if they're a good person or not. However, it's been taken completely out of context, and people are posting every single man in Dearborn. They're posting every single person that they know just because they want to know more tea or gossip, etc. Not only do I find this wrong, but I find this haram because one, you're exposing other people's sins, and two, you're just doing it to talk shit about people. And I think that's so sad and so disheartening that you're that okay with it. A lot of you guys are posting this just hitchy for hachi and all of that, and I think it's so sad that you're ruining families, that you're causing fitna, and that you're literally just gossiping. Don't get me wrong, I am all for this app if girls are posting guys that they're getting to know and they want to know more about them, but people are taking it and using it in the worst ways possible. Why are you posting men, married men, other men, etc., just so you can talk crap about them and let every one of your friends talk crap about them and then just ruin their reputation more and more? If there's a married man who is doing his wife dirty, my opinion is reach out to his wife, text her personally, reach out to a family friend of theirs, let them know, instead of going on and publicly embarrassing them, causing drama and all these things on an app. If he's out here publicly humiliating her, that's on him and that's on her. But it's not up to you for you to spread it on the city of Dearborn, on this T-app, telling everybody and their moms about it. Like, Makudai, seriously Makudai, go reach out to her, reach out to him, reach out to somebody, but don't sit here and just blast families, expose people. That's just my personal opinion. Honestly, I hope a whole bunch of you take this into consideration, delete your posts, move on with your lives, and I really hope that we as a city and as a community, we can do better, because not acceptable.
Someone tagged me in this. She's mad that men are making their own version of the T-app. Now, if you don't know what the T-app is, walk with me. Okay, now the T-app is an app that only women can get on. Like, you have to prove you're a woman to be on there. And it's essentially anonymous, but what happens on there is you can date a guy and essentially write a review about him, and since he's not on the app, he can't see it. The mission statement is more so warning women if there's like a predator, if someone hits women, if someone cheats, which is a super great idea until you think about it for 2 seconds. Because again, any woman can say anything anonymously about any man. Meaning, if you've made romantic enemies, they could lie on your name. I haven't talked about it until now because I know people would just be like, oh, well, you must have something to hide. So I was like, you know what, I'll just ignore it for now. But then I saw this post. And she's basically like, oh no, men are making their own version. They were going to use it to destroy women's reputations. Sometimes you gotta wait, bro, and they'll just argue against themselves. It's like it legitimately doesn't cross their mind, wait, an app like this could be used to mess up someone's reputation until they're at risk. And mind you, obviously, every time this app is mentioned, men make that argument, like, what? They can just say anything, they can just lie. And then the women are in there disagreeing, like, nope, they're 100% truthful in there. But now it's like, when the gender that's not them has a version of the app, it's scary. It's like, now you can see all the flaws in the concept. It's actually ridiculous, but I know, like, there's probably someone watching who's, like, super worried about the T-app now. Bro, honestly, don't worry about it. I'm saying this as someone who's made a lot of romantic enemies and just like enemies in general. One, there's nothing you can do. And two, if you're dating someone, right, and they take information from an anonymous app and take it to heart, is that the level of intelligence of someone you want to date anyways? Like, truly, I don't know how big it is now, but it's like, I just see the app like imploding. Like there's like something with that idea, something is going to go wrong.
This T-app is the reason I will be single. This T-app is the reason I stay to myself and I stay single. The anxiety of not even talking to someone, but downloading the app is insane. I don't even talk to anyone, but I had so much anxiety going through and reading the stuff. Oh my. Ladies, remember to love yourself. Remember to choose the things I am reading. Okay? The things I am reading are insane. Ladies, remember your standards. Don't take all of this as a lesson. Like, everything on that T-app, please, this should help you guys. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know what to say. Watch some of my videos. You guys, please stay safe. Like, oh my gosh.
If you're gonna run the streets just like me, you need to be aware of the T-app. The T-app is pretty much all the girls trying to find love in your area team up together and gossip about you on an app, and they make stuff up. How the fuck did they even find these pictures? There's a whole entire article written about me. This is why my dating app stopped working. Met this man on Facebook dating in 2023, thought he was cute, but decided not to match with him because the way he spoke to me was creepy. Bro, if we matched on Facebook dating, I promise you we did not meet. Asking my ethnicity, then followed up asking if I'm hairy, how many men I slept with, etc. Just recently I've been seeing him all over my YouTube. Apparently he's blowing up now because he makes content on TikTok teaching young men how to manipulate women into sleeping with them. He even has a series teaching them how to get registered as offenders online and tricking them into sleeping with them if they're down bad. The thing is, he actually does these things. He links up with the S-offenders and sleeps with them and films it. He also does OF. He texted me again after I saw all this. I told him,
y'all, we need to talk about the T-app that has literally taken the internet by storm. And I don't know if it's like just Arab TikTok or everyone else is seeing this app too, but it's literally insane. So essentially the T-app is basically an app where you can post any man, okay, the face, name, and age of any man you know, and you're basically like, anyone have the T on this man? I want to start dating him, or I'm in a talking stage with him. What's up? And then all the girlies in your area comment, and they're like, oh, we know him. We used to talk. We used to do so-and-so, and this is what he's like. And so I'm personally in the DMV area, so there are so many men on this app, and they are literally getting exposed to filth. And by filth, I mean like, this man took me out to the woods and tried to unalive me. People are talking about how this man is like married with a wife and kids in another country. people are talking about how some of these guys are asking for like naked pictures of them and then sending them around. Like, it's literally insane. All these men are like getting exposed to filth, and like also like you just be seeing the most unexpected people on the app. Tell me why I literally saw my college professor. But anyways, so naturally this app has evoked a lot of negative emotion from the male species, because all of these guys are talking about how now they're gonna make a new version of this tea app, but to expose women, and that they're gonna call the app Coffee, okay? And so apparently this app Coffee is coming out tomorrow on July 10th, and it's basically gonna be the woman version of this tea app where they're gonna post all these women and like talk about them. But honestly, I'm like not surprised. I think there are a lot of women that are like, oh my God, no, like this isn't good. But I personally think that men have already been doing this to women since the early ages of time. Like, I know all of these men literally have their little group chats where they be sending photos of girls talking about, oh, does anyone know this girl? Oh my God, look at her. Like, men have literally been scrutinizing and crucifying women since the beginning of time, talking about, oh, she has this, oh, this is her body count, this, she's a hoe, she's this, she's that. Like, they've been doing this, and now that men are receiving the same treatment in which women are able to scrutinize them back and actually hold men accountable for their actions, now men are freaking out. But this Coffee app or whatever, men have already been doing that. Men have already been doing that. And again, I damn well know there are no women that have 5 separate families in different countries. Like, women realistically do not do that, at least to the same level that men do. Like, maybe you'll find one story here and there, but I've heard so many stories about these men having separate families doing this, and that. And, you know, some of my friends are like, oh, this tea app, it's wrong. We shouldn't be exposing men. We shouldn't be doing this, and that. But, like, genuinely speaking, if this app can hold a few more men accountable, where they will not, where in the back of their heads, they know that there are consequences to the actions that they are taking, maybe it will improve some of their actions. Additionally, it's literally a safety precaution. This app was not invented to shit on men. It was invented to literally help keep women safe, because there are women that are talking about how these men have literally tried to do heinous things to them on the first day. You know what I mean? And if this app is going to make dating a little bit safer, I am all for it. And women, we've been getting scrutinized like this since the beginning of time. So if y'all men feel that pressure, we've been dealing with it. But yeah, bye guys, love you.
So this girl just DM'd me to let me know that I was on the T app, and she showed me all the receipts of what everyone was saying. This app's getting ridiculous. And the comments that these women are leaving are just full of lies. I had this one girl comment, he had to go to CVS, so he took my car and was gone for 3 days and came back with hickeys on his neck. What? Like, this woman out here just lying on this app without any consequences. This one girl commented, oh, he told me he wasn't on dating apps. Later on that night, he matched my roommate. First of all, I'm not on dating apps. I visit. And what's crazy is out of 33 comments, there's only one comment that I believe actually told the truth. And I'll share with you that only because I feel like it wasn't really even that bad in the first place. This one girl commented, he asked if I could Venmo him $40 so he can catch an Uber ride to my place, but then never showed up. That's called ghosting and a hustle. I call it spiritual scamming. But yeah, anyways, I'm pretty much innocent.
I know absolutely nothing about this tea app, but I do know that you women are playing a very dangerous game when it comes to men, because it takes nothing. Men have a prefrontal cortex, but when it comes to decision making, it's more of a do now, think later type of a thing. They will expose you, and not in the way that you think. They're not gonna sit there and say, oh, this girl was crazy, this girl was that. No, they're gonna put the naked pictures that you sent. They're gonna put the videos of you two doing you know what up on the internet. That's what they've already done. They tried to create an app of like warning men of predatory women. Yeah, turns out it's just a sharing platform that ended up having to get taken down because they're just posting women's photos. And you know the kind of photos I'm talking about. So think long and hard before you start posting on that, just as a cautionary tale. if you know there's some shit out there that a man could post about you, maybe take it easy. Also, I just think it's unfair. It's like, you've got the Facebook, who are we dating? Those are the pages for that shit. If you guys are gonna make an app, like, I really think that app has the potential to save lives, but let's use it for that. I agree with the men that this should not be something where we're just gossiping. Like, newsflash, if a guy was talking to you and dating 3 other girls at the same time, that's just kind of how dating is nowadays. I don't think we should be airing a man out for that. Or if he like wasn't nice to you or didn't pay for a date, like, those are not things to be concerned about. Please take the app seriously or get off.
So the T app in Dearborn is breaking up families. It's causing a lot of fuss. What's crazier is they're making a female version called the Matcha app, where you'll be able to post women and spill the tea on them. But I think what's going to end up happening is the women are gonna find a way to get on the app, because no one loves to gossip more than women. They're gonna get on the app, they're gonna drag their ex-best friends, they're gonna drag women that they don't like, and they're gonna gossip and spill tea and tell lies. Think about it. Think about a woman who's her ex-best friend hooked up with her man, or there's somebody in the community that she doesn't like. They're gonna get on that app and they are going to post the wildest shit on there. The men, they'll do some stuff here and there, but the women, when they get on that app, it's a wrap.
I'm going to say something very insensitive about the T app in Dearborn, and it's going to sound like I'm just being an asshole, but I really have a reason for why I'm phrasing it the way I am. I don't have any space in my heart for pity towards the men on this app, whether what is being said about them is true or not. If you grew up in Dearborn, every woman you know and grew up with was subjected to that same level. In an ideal world, the app wouldn't exist, but neither would all of the gossip that every girl and every woman who grew up in that city grew up with. What they're experiencing, that fear they're experiencing for the first time, is the fear that every woman in this city lives with from the day they become conscious. It's socialized in us from the very beginning. And then most of us spend our adult lives unlearning what needs to be unlearned and picking apart what does and doesn't hold value for us and our personal values. So that fear of an app that's probably not gonna last very long, probably gonna fizzle out in a week and everyone's gonna forget about it. It's just not something that I'm really maintaining any care or pity or concern over. There's just so it maintains such a little part of what actually matters in the context of that community, of our community. It's the same men who live by the social atmosphere of knowing what's going on with each woman and each girl's life and what she's experienced, what she has. It's those same men getting on their little high horse saying oh, it's haram, it's this. Yeah, I mean, I agree, you're not technically wrong this time, but you were wrong the 100 other times that you lived by the social expectations that we are so familiar with. And I also think it's worth noting that this is probably the only widespread platform where women who have been in abusive relationships or been sexually assaulted can actually speak about it, which is something that most men don't understand, is that you think that it's a bad egg situation, wherein you probably know more than one woman who has been subjected to that kind of violence, but women don't talk about it because it always gets flipped back into the, well, why were you alone with him? That, I'm not even going to get into that discussion, but it's not this app holds zero value for the women of the community. And also at the same time, I do want to emphasize, I would never download the app. I do think that this app kind of takes the double standard and equates it, but in the opposite, it's making it harder for men to get past gossip. But at that same time, I kind of just wish the social standards that people gossip around would change. But I'm that's idealist of me. And I'm, again, just not personally interested in engaging with the app. But I do want to emphasize that I don't think that the concept is completely valueless. I don't love the concept. I think it's pretty unethical in the way that it's being handled. But at that same time, and it is kind of policing at the same, but this is not a discussion about my personal values and my personal views. There's reasons that I wouldn't get into the app, but I don't think that the way that the men in Dearborn are responding makes any sense at all. I think it's actually super, super fucking ironic. And I don't know. Like, I don't know if that's the worst violence that a woman is going to subject you to, is putting you on the T app. Like, I think that you should count your fucking lucky stars, bitch. Like, oh my God. Sorry, I wasn't planning to swear that much in this video specifically, but like, really, like, count yourself lucky and move on with your life.